I bet you didn't know this. The most powerful jewelry in the world isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't need logos the size of billboards. True luxury jewelry whispers. It signals status to the very few who know exactly what they're looking at and quietly excludes everyone else. Because at the highest level, jewelry isn't decoration. It's romance, history, patience, and power, frozen in gold and stone. Welcome to 12 luxury jewelry brands only the 1% can afford. These are not impulse buys. These are heirlooms in the making. Pieces crafted over weeks, sometimes months, by hands trained through generations. Prices don't start in the thousands, they end there. And we're starting where true connoisseurs begin. 12. Tiffany and Co. The blue box that changed everything. Before luxury jewelry became intimidating, before private viewings and seven-figure price tags, there was Tiffany and Co. And somehow, even after nearly 2 centuries, it still sits at the table with the most powerful names in the world. Founded in 1837 in New York, Tiffany didn't just sell jewelry, it invented modern romance. That instantly recognizable Tiffany blue box became a global symbol of commitment, aspiration, and taste. When someone opens one, the moment already matters before the jewelry is even seen. What makes Tiffany deceptively dangerous is how effortless it looks. Clean lines, perfect proportions, flawless diamonds. The legendary Tiffany setting engagement ring, with its 6-prong design, elevated the diamond to center stage and rewrote the rules of bridal jewelry forever. But Tiffany isn't only about love stories. Its Blue Book high jewelry collections push into rarefied air, featuring one-of-a-kind pieces in platinum with exceptional diamonds, sapphires, and opals, many priced well into the hundreds of thousands, with select creations crossing 7 figures. Tiffany is the quiet gatekeeper, understated, iconic, and far more powerful than it lets on, because true luxury doesn't need to shout. 11. Chaumet, Napoleon's jeweler, France's crown jewel. Chaumet isn't just a luxury brand, it's French history set in diamonds. Founded in Paris, and once the official jeweler to Napoleon Bonaparte and Empress Josephine, Chaumet has been shaping power, romance, and symbolism for over 2 centuries. Their designs don't chase trends, they build narratives. Take the bamboo high jewelry collection, a bold reinterpretation of nature through sculptural gold and rare stones. Inspired by Josephine's love of botany, bamboo becomes a symbol of strength, humility, and resilience. Gold stalks are hand-engraved, leaves curve with architectural precision. Diamonds, black Australian opals, savorite garnets, and sapphires are set not to overpower, but to punctuate. Standout pieces include the dramatic bamboo bib necklace, transformable brooches that shift from lapel to hair, and tiaras that look less like crowns and more like wearable sculpture. Prices here range from $60,000 to well over $500,000. Chaumet's Jardin d'Eden and Les Jardins de Chaumet collections continue the Maison's naturalist obsession. Floral brooches, animal motifs, and gemstone-rich rings that feel poetic rather than excessive. This is jewelry designed not to scream wealth, but to reflect legacy. 10. Mikimoto, the brand that taught the world what pearls could be. Before Mikimoto, pearls were unpredictable, uneven, rare, and inconsistent. Then, in 1893, Kokichi Mikimoto changed everything by successfully cultivating pearls, ushering in a new era of refined luxury that still defines elegance today. Over 130 years later, Mikimoto remains the undisputed authority on pearls. Their signature Akoya pearls, nurtured in the cold waters of Japan, are prized for their perfect roundness, mirror-like luster, and flawless surfaces. Many take years to reach perfection. This isn't fashion jewelry. This is discipline and patience, strung on silk. High jewelry pieces routinely range from $50,000 to $300,000. From dramatic Akoya pearl chokers to South Sea cultured pearl sets glowing with soft gold hues, Mikimoto designs lean into restraint and purity. One standout is the Oya cultured pearl and diamond double row drop necklace, set in 18-karat white gold and priced around $54,000. Another, the South Sea cultured pearl gold set, approaches $47,000 with ease. Then there's the ultra-rare Les Tales Place Vendme and Reuben High jewelry collections, featuring massive luminous pearls wrapped in diamonds like silk ribbons. A single white South Sea pearl necklace with nearly 33 carats of diamonds, around $418,000. Pearls this perfect don't age, they transcend. 9. Piaget, where jewelry refuses to sit still. Piaget doesn't believe jewelry should be static. Founded in Switzerland in 1874, the Maison merges fine watchmaking with high jewelry and then adds motion. Their creations don't just sit on the body, they respond to it. The iconic possession collection is built around movement. Rings spin, pendants turn, bracelets glide against skin. Crafted in 18-karat rose or white gold, often paved with diamonds, each piece feels alive. Prices range from accessible luxury around $1,200 to high jewelry pieces reaching $40,000 and beyond. The possession open ring, rose gold wrapped in diamonds, has become a quiet power symbol. The rotating diamond pendant represents endless possibility, a favorite among those who want meaning woven into luxury. Then Piaget goes higher. The Aura watch, from Piaget's exceptional creations, is a masterclass in precision and patience. Individually calibrated baguette diamonds and sapphires create flawless color gradients across the case, dial, and bracelet. Powered by the ultra-thin 430p movement, it's as technically impressive as it is radiant. Price? Approximately $635,000. With Piaget, time isn't measured, it's decorated. 8. Chopard, where ethical luxury meets old-world power. Chopard isn't subtle about its ambition. It never has been. Founded in Switzerland in 1860, the Maison built its reputation not just on beauty, but on precision. And unlike many luxury houses that borrowed ethics late in the game, Chopard made a decisive move, committing to ethically sourced gold long before it was fashionable. That decision didn't make their pieces cheaper. If anything, it made them more powerful. The iconic Happy Diamonds collection is instantly recognizable. Free-floating diamonds glide between sapphire crystals, catching light with every movement. A simple heart pendant in 18-karat rose gold starts around $6,200, but that's just the gateway. Chopard's precious lace line takes things further. Delicate diamond waves in ethical white gold form lace-like patterns that appear impossibly light. Rings from this collection regularly cross $50,000, especially when rare stones enter the conversation. Then there's the Ice Cube collection, sharp, architectural, modern luxury that trades softness for confidence. Rose gold cubes reflect light like miniature mirrors, signaling a colder, more assertive aesthetic. But where Chopard truly flexes is in its timepieces. The Alpine Eagle, inspired by the founder's love of the Alps, blends lucent steel with a radiant blue dial modeled after an eagle's eye. Prices hover around $14,800, but limited editions climb far higher. And then comes the high jewelry tier, pieces that easily push past 7 figures, once reserved for emperors, royalty, and modern billionaires who don't announce their purchases. Chopard doesn't chase relevance, it commands respect. 7. Bulgari, Italian excess, perfected. If French jewelry whispers and Swiss jewelry calculates, Bulgari seduces. Born in Rome, sculpted by architecture, and fueled by unapologetic confidence, Bulgari doesn't do delicate. It does bold geometry, saturated color, and power dressing in gemstone form. The hypnotic Serpenti collection is Bulgari's crown jewel. Gold coils wrap the wrist like living armor. Diamond-paved eyes stare back with unsettling intensity. A Serpenti Viper necklace in white gold and diamonds starts around $50,000, while certain Serpenti watches push well past $100,000. This isn't jewelry you forget you're wearing. It announces itself. Then there's B.01, inspired by the spirals of the Roman Colosseum. Multi-band rings stack rose gold, ceramic, and diamonds into sculptural statements. Entry pieces start near $2,500, but high jewelry editions escalate quickly. For softness, Bulgari offers Divas's Dream, fan-shaped designs inspired by ancient Roman mosaics. A pink gold necklace with sapphires and diamonds can reach $70,000, pairing romance with unmistakable Italian drama. Even Bulgari's watches, like the Octo Finissimo skeleton, merge Swiss mechanics with Roman bravado, often retailing over $30,000. Bulgari doesn't follow luxury rules, it rewrites them, louder. 6. Van Cleef and Arpels, where jewelry becomes magic. This is where logic disappears. Van Cleef and Arpels doesn't just design jewelry, it engineers wonder. Founded in Paris, the Maison is legendary for its mystery set, a technique so complex that stones are set without visible prongs. Rubies, sapphires, and emeralds appear to melt into one seamless surface of color. A single mystery set brooch has sold for over $800,000. But that's just the beginning. The iconic Alhambra collection, with its clover-shaped motifs framed in gold, has become a quiet status symbol. A long vintage Alhambra necklace sits around $15,500, worn by those who don't need to explain themselves. Then there are the transformable high jewelry pieces, butterfly clips that open to reveal hidden diamond watches, necklaces that convert into bracelets, secret mechanisms that only the wearer knows exist. Some of these creations approach $500,000. And beyond jewelry, Van Cleef builds automata, mechanical art objects encrusted with diamonds, gemstones, and moving parts. The famous jeweled automatons, complete with kinetic motion, have sold for over $1 million. Van Cleef and Arpels doesn't sell jewelry, it sells enchantment. 5. Cartier, the name that ends conversations. Cartier doesn't need hype. The name alone closes the deal. Founded in 1847, Cartier became the jeweler of kings, queens, and anyone powerful enough to matter. Today, it remains one of the most instantly recognizable and most expensive luxury houses on earth. The Panthère de Cartier collection is the brand's most iconic. Panther heads sculpted in gold, paved with diamonds, emerald eyes glowing, onyx noses staring back. A white gold panther necklace featuring over 17 carats of diamonds retails around $217,000. Earrings from the same line approach $90,000. Cartier's high jewelry collections, like Le Voyage Recommand, blend rare stones with sculptural storytelling. One standout piece includes a massive sapphire necklace with a detachable brooch, merging function with fantasy. Even Cartier's entry luxury carries weight. The love bracelet, once a symbol of rebellion, now signals establishment wealth. The Just un Clou turns a nail into an object of desire. The Ballon Bleu watch remains a global power symbol. Cartier isn't trendy, it's inevitable. 4. Harry Winston, the king of diamonds. Harry Winston didn't sell jewelry, he curated power. Founded in New York in 1932, the house built its legend around one obsession: the rarest diamonds on earth. This is the brand that once owned the Hope Diamond, the brand trusted by royalty, Hollywood icons, and heads of state who don't need logos, only light. The most recognizable design is the Winston cluster: pear, marquise, and round diamonds arranged in organic sprays that mimic nature itself. It's effortless, it's icy, and it's brutally expensive. A vintage platinum cluster bracelet featuring roughly 70 carats of diamonds can command $300,000 to $400,000, depending on provenance. Then comes Secrets by Harry Winston, a high jewelry line built around concealment and transformation. Necklaces that open, brooches that rotate, pieces that shift form depending on how you wear them. One standout, the Secret Combination Diamond Necklace, features over 116 carats of diamonds and can be worn 7 different ways. Its price? North of $1 million. This isn't jewelry for moments, it's jewelry for history. When someone wears Harry Winston, the room doesn't sparkle, it freezes. 3. Graff, the gatekeeper of the impossible. Graff doesn't compete with other jewelry brands, it competes with nature itself. Founded by Lawrence Graff in London, the Maison controls the rarest diamonds ever discovered, often purchasing rough stones directly from mines before anyone else even sees them. The most jaw-dropping example? The Legacies Lorona, a 1,109-carat rough diamond cut by Graff into multiple stones, including a 302.37-carat square emerald-cut diamond, the largest of its kind in the world. That single stone alone redefined what was considered possible. Then there's the Graff Peacock, a brooch valued at $100 million, featuring a 20-carat fancy deep blue diamond surrounded by vivid pink, orange, and white stones arranged like a living fan. Or the Hallucination Watch, a timepiece set with 110 carats of intensely colored diamonds, priced at $55 million. Graff pricing doesn't start low. Most high jewelry pieces begin around $400,000 and escalate rapidly into 8-figure territory. This is not jewelry for celebration, this is jewelry for dominion. 2. Buccellati, gold turned into poetry. Before there was maximalism, before there was modern flash, there was Buccellati. Founded in Italy and rooted in Renaissance goldsmithing, Buccellati treats metal the way sculptors treat marble. Gold becomes fabric. Surfaces are engraved until they shimmer like silk. Diamonds don't dominate, they whisper. The house's signature techniques, regato, tallado, ornato, are all done by hand using ancient tools like the burin, unchanged for centuries. The Macri collection exemplifies this mastery. Gold surfaces engraved with wave-like textures, dotted with star-set diamonds. A bracelet from this line can exceed $150,000, while bespoke commissions go far higher. The tool technique, one of the most complex in high jewelry, takes weeks to complete. Gold plates are pierced into microscopic honeycomb patterns that appear to float on skin. Earrings using this method have sold for $140,000 and up. Buccellati doesn't shout. It seduces scholars, collectors, and those who understand craftsmanship deeply enough to appreciate silence. 1. The crown. When jewelry stops having a price. At the very top of the luxury jewelry world, there is no storefront, no website, no price list, only commission houses and ultra-exclusive high jewelry ateliers operating by invitation alone. These are pieces made for royal families, sovereign wealth fund heirs, ultra-high net worth collectors, museums. Designs that will never be repeated, using stones that will never surface again. We're talking natural pink diamonds over 20 carats, flawless Colombian emeralds with royal provenance, cashmere sapphires that haven't been mined in decades. Prices here aren't quoted because they don't matter. A single necklace can exceed $50 million. Some exceed $100 million. Ownership isn't even public. This is where jewelry becomes art, investment, and political signal all at once. At this level, you're not buying beauty, you're buying irreversibility. The 1% don't wear jewelry to impress strangers. They wear it to communicate with each other. Every piece is a signal, I belong here. And once you understand that, you realize something unsettling. The sparkle isn't the point, the power is. If you had unlimited access, which maison would you choose? And if you enjoyed this deep dive into untouchable luxury, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next world we're opening doesn't glitter, it controls.